Hello. Okay. Hi. Woo. I love when tech decides to act up right before you go live. Isn't that wonderful? So thank you all so much for being patient. I'm sorry we're starting a few minutes late. Please let me know in the chats if you can see me, you can hear my voice. Here. Oh, wait. Already got to fix the keyboard. Hold on a second. Gosh, I love tech. Don't you just love it? Hold on one second. Boom. Okay. I love technology. Hi, everyone. I hope you are doing great. All right, so let's see in here. Thank you for confirming the sound. I appreciate it. All right, let's see who all is in the chat. We got British Columbia up in here. We've got, hey, Sky. Let's see. We got Southern California. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Pat. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Yes, I saw some of the comments predicting if I was going to be wearing a green shirt. I got a green shirt on for you all. I know it's kind of like an interesting green, but it works. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Hello to the Netherlands. Awesome. Thanks for joining. We got Daytona Beach up in here. Margarita, Massachusetts, South Carolina, Northwest Ohio. But today my heart is in Ireland. I hear that, Dan. We're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate today. Hello, Florida. Dug out from the blizzard and can see the streets and everything. Oh, well, that's good. Yes, I know there's been crazy weather in different parts of the country around here with blizzards and tornadoes and all that fun stuff. Hey, Tony in Delaware. Awesome, awesome. Let's see who else. Yes, I'm wearing a green t-shirt. Yep, we got South Florida. We got Northeast Georgia. I don't have a green hat. Sorry, Sherry. I still got my lucky black hat. That cap that means a lot to me. But we got a green shirt, so you know it works. We got Las Vegas. Hello to you in warm Las Vegas. We got the Olympic Peninsula. Nice. We got more Vegas. We got Illinois. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Hey, Oregon. Awesome. Yes, all the happy St. Patrick's Day stuff. It's going to be great. We're going to have fun tonight. So if you are brand new to joining the lives, thanks for joining the weekly live sessions. Again, I'm sorry that I had to start a few minutes late. I usually never have to, but you know, you got to love tech. But at least I'm able to know how to fix the tech now. So we are going to sort of do kind of similar stuff to normal, but we're also going to have a little bit of a different twist today. So first off, you'll see on our schedule here, the weekly live streams that we've been doing. We've been now having this formula for a while, which I really love, and I think you all are loving. I've gotten a lot of beautiful messages from you all saying how you really love the song request and the audience coaching, because it's a great way to build community. And it's different than the YouTube videos, right, that you watch during the week. The live stream, we get to like really be a community together, which is what I love. It's my favorite part of live streaming with you all. So we're going to have 2 rounds of songs, song request and the audience coaching. So as a reminder, the song request normally, so they're listed here as member song request. Normally what that means is members of the channel, which I know is different than if you're a subscriber. Members are, if you click the big join button below this video, you'll see information about joining the channel as a member. But membership is totally optional. You don't have to be a member to see all of my free videos. But members pay a few bucks each month and they get access to a lot of stuff. Each week they get access to exclusive videos just for them, members only videos, breakdowns of popular songs, how to play stuff on the piano, free downloadable lead sheets, a lot of fun stuff. And so one of the ways I show my appreciation and my heart to the members that help support the channel, because every penny from memberships goes directly into supporting and sustaining this channel. We do these member song requests. So members fill out a chart for me and they tell me their favorite songs. And then right before the live stream, I have a lottery system and I just pull names. And if I pull the name, then I'll announce that name during the live stream and play one of their favorite songs that they listed and dedicate it to them. And then the audience coaching is not just for members. Of course, members can participate, but this is open for anyone. So anyone watching, anyone who's subscribed to the channel, anyone can participate in this. And this is where you submit to me an audio or a video recording of yourself playing something on piano. And I always say, I don't care what your age is. I don't care what experience level you're at. I don't care what the song is or what you're playing. You just send it. And then we have a lot of fun. And if again, it's a lottery system. And if I pull you in the lottery system, then we'll play your video or audio and I'll give you some free feedback. It's like a free miniature piano lesson, and we support each other and show each other love because I love building this piano community with you all. So anyone can participate in that. And yep, I got my my trusted coffee here, my cocoa. So if you are interested in any of those things to participate, if you're interested in becoming a member of the channel, you can click the big join button below any video, including this one. Or if you want to participate in the audience coaching, you'll see a link in the video description box of this video below. You'll see a link to, what do I call it? I always forget what it's called. What I named the link, called free mini piano lessons form. Yeah, so we're gonna have fun with that. But the member song request is gonna be a little different tonight because it is St. Patrick's Day, right? And several people have, in comments and in emails that I've gotten, have told me. So if you saw the last couple of weeks, I've uploaded 2 YouTube videos where I taught you how to play really famous and beautiful, popular songs that kind of go with this holiday because I was leading up to the holiday. So I had a video teaching you how to play Danny Boy, and I had a video teaching you how to play Wild Mountain Time, which is my personal favorite. And tons of you have sent me so many emails saying how much you loved those songs and you thought they were beautiful and wanted me to play them like as part of the live stream as the holiday. So that's what the 2 songs are going to be tonight. So they didn't just come from one member who requested it. It was like a lot of people. So tonight the 2 songs are going to be those 2 songs, like my own renditions for you, to celebrate the holiday, and because I love them, and to kind of just as a heart to the members in general, because several of you asked me for them. So that's my little spiel. All right, let me check back in here with the comments. Oh, I love all the 4-leaf clovers. Yep, I love them. It's a fun holiday. All the St. Patrick's wishes, yes. My way back relatives were Irish. Oh, cool, Sherry. Yeah, I'm also, I am about 50% Irish too. So I love Irish heritage and culture and Celtic music. I've been to Ireland before. It was a fantastic, beautiful music trip. I can't wait to go back, hopefully soon. Let's see. Joanne's taking advantage of the 4-hour difference instead of 5 for a couple of weeks. Yes, excellent. Yeah, I know the time changes. You know, we here a few weeks ago had daylight savings time, so they kind of changed the time. The time changed. Oh, thanks, Sharon. I'm glad you love the live done this way. William says Ireland and Scotland is about 12 miles apart, and I have both parts. Oh, nice. Yes. Sky says it's worth the small token amount. Oh, thank you, Sky. I assume you're talking about the membership. I appreciate it. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to have our first member song request, which is going to be one of those 2 songs. So I think we've got to start with Danny Boy, right? It's the classic. It's so popular. Every year around this time of year, people ask me to play it. People ask me to teach it to them. It's such a beautiful song, traditional Irish tune. So I'm going to play you Danny Boy, my just improvising rendition for you on the spot. And I always point out, I don't practice this because I want you all to see that I'm practicing what I preach. I'm just trying something in front of you. And of course, there's going to be mistakes. It's not going to be perfect because I want you all to know there is no such thing as perfection. And that all the tips and tricks and how I play, it's all the stuff I teach in my YouTube videos, in my one-on-one piano lessons, in my piano course. So I practice what I preach. Yeah? So here we go. Our first song is going to be Danny Boy. All right, so I hope you enjoy it. When I play the songs, I mute my microphone just so you don't hear my, all that fun clapping, tapping. All right, so while I'm playing, let me know in the comments, have you tried playing Danny Boy before? This was one of the videos I posted, I think last week, either last week or the week before. Did you try it? Let me know. Have you tried playing Danny Boy before? If not, would you like to be able to try it? It's a beautiful song. Okay, here we go. Here is Danny Boy. Let me mute my microphone. right, that was Danny Boy. So thank you all so much as members. The several of you who requested it and emailed me and asked me if I would play it. So perfect holiday to play it on, right? I love folk music. I love traditional music. It's some of my favorite songs to play. And sometimes I wish I could play those songs all year. Sometimes people only want to hear them around the holidays. But Danny Boy, I love. So thank you so much. I hope you liked it. Let me check back in with the comments. Let's see. I hope a lot of you have played this song. This is a really popular song, and a lot of new clients or students, when they come to me, this is one of a song that's requested a lot because it's just such a beautiful folk song and traditional song. Love it, love it. Let me see here. Pat says, I recorded Danny Boy just yesterday. Oh, awesome. But was using my digital keyboard with violin as the main voice and a soft pad for the left hand. I love that, Pat. I love that. Yes, you sent me stuff before where you have really great experiments with different sounds. I love that. That's the fun part about a keyboard. Hey, Fiona. From UK, you're practicing the advanced version of Wild Mountain Time from your lead sheet. Oh, I love hearing that. Excellent. Well, and that'll be the second song coming down here in a little bit later in this live. Sherry hasn't tried playing Danny Boy yet, but lovely as always. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, hey, Chuck. Welcome. No worries. Thank you, Diana. Awesome. Dan says, beautiful. I'm working on learning this from your lead sheet in a version in a Felix Sun songbook. Beautiful. Excellent. I hope you all are enjoying it. Brian hasn't gotten to the song yet, but looking forward to it. Good. And in the videos, I show how to play it. You don't have to do all of the, all the fancy stuff. It's like a lot of my videos. I show you how to attack it at a beginner level and intermediate and more advanced. I always try to kind of cover all my bases with my videos so no one feels left out. Tim says, I've started the intermediate level of Danny Boy. Excellent. What you are playing must be in a different key from your lead sheet. Can you tell me what key it is? Yeah. A lot of people, this is kind of a fun game. A lot of people during lives or will send me emails even afterwards of like, are you playing that in a different key than I saw you play it last time, or you made a video or whatnot? And oftentimes I do. One of the main reasons for that is that's just a nice game I play with myself to like keep my brain fresh, right? How can I change the key signature, right? If I was to play Danny Boy tomorrow for something, I would choose a totally different key for it. So what I just played, the key I just played it in for you all was E flat major. I think in the video I give it to you in, it's either C major or F major. I think it's C major. But I love that. Plus, it's really fun. This is sort of a pro tip if you're more of an intermediate and advanced level. Try playing songs. If you already have songs that you know really well, try playing them in different key signatures because it does kind of change a bit, right? Like what octave you play stuff in, where you place an open chord, how you want to do an arpeggio. It can change it a bit based on the key that you're in. So I love doing that. So I don't do it to confuse you all, but it's a fun game, I play that keeps my brain sharp, and it also is nice to get you all, and I love when you all ask, because that means you're kind of watching. You're like, wait, what key is this in? Because any beautiful song can be beautiful in any key. You don't have to play a song in the key signature that it's played in. Even a lot of the lead sheets I give you all in the members videos where I break down a lot of popular songs, sometimes I give you the song in the key signature that it was originally published in, and sometimes I don't. I give it to you in a different key. Either it's just an easier key, it's a more accessible key, or it's a key that I think the song sounds really nice in, or it's a good key to learn the type of chords I'm wanting you to learn in that song. So it's great, and I'm constantly having to play different songs in different key signatures, not always in the song that it was quote unquote published in or that people play it in, especially traditional songs, folk songs, Christmas songs, stuff like that. There's no one accepted key signature. It's just what key do you want to play it in. There's a bunch of different reasons to go into how you choose your key signature. This is why you should learn your key signatures, right? Okay. Pat says, beautifully done, Matt. Thank you. I really like those in-between notes and wonder how you know how and when to do them. Great question. It's a lot of piano fills. It's a lot of arpeggios. It's a lot of filling in the chords. A lot of this stuff I show in my course or one-on-one lessons or some videos when we can get a bit more advanced. But so much of it is just learning how to fill in time in between a melody note, right? Like Danny Boy has moments where the melody just kind of hovers a bit, right? Like All right, so like right there, da da da, it kind of hovers for a bit. So I could go and just hover, which might be nice, and I might do that during one section, but then I may want to fill in time. Right, and that's where we try runs, we try arpeggios that I teach a lot in the different videos and in course and whatnot. There's a lot of ways to sort of fill in time. It's just about figuring out the notes of chords, the scales of a chord, and you just kind of get used to it over time. And I will have some videos coming out in the near future where I show more kind of like different piano runs and fills that you can add. Great. Malta says arc, pedal, touch expression, breathing, tempo, octave, all there. Oh, Tony. Hey, Tony, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to give you all the stuff that I teach. And you also don't have to feel the pressure of, this is an important point to make too. When I play the songs for you all in the live sessions, I purposely kind of give you a bunch of different ways in the one song how to play it. That's why I usually give it like a big dramatic arc. So at moments I'm playing it very soft, more of a very simple kind of empty way, not a lot of notes. Sometimes then I'll move into where it has a bit more movement and flow. Then I'll build up to a climax where I'm doing a lot more fancy stuff. And I do that so you can see that the song can sound cool at any of those levels. You know, like especially a lot of you all are consider yourselves at a beginner level. I want you to see that a song can be just as beautiful when you're not playing a bunch of notes as it is when you are playing a bunch of notes, if you're trying to be more advanced. It all has value. So I like to show you that in one song. Plus, I'm a big believer of giving something an emotional arc because it makes it feel like it's moving through time. But that's one of the reasons why I do it, right? I want you to see that Danny Boy can sound beautiful with a ton of stuff if you're really trying to, you know, advance it up. Right, you can do all that stuff, or it's also just as beautiful to just go all of it's beautiful. So that's why I kind of show you all the different things you could play a song in the one performance of it. So you have something in it that you can resonate with. Awesome, thank you. Sky says, I'm not crying, are you crying? Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, thank you, Charmaine, for the hand claps, I appreciate it. Thanks, Beth, for the hand claps, I love it. Sherry says, I want to play like you when I grow up. Oh, that's so sweet, you all. I'm here to help you, right? That's what I'm here for. Thank you all so much. You all are so sweet. I love all the 4-leaf clovers. Will says, do you play in different keys to fit a singer? Yes, absolutely. That is one of the big times that I will change the keys, because if you're playing for a singer, singers will sing a song in so many different keys. Depends on the gender of the singer, the age, the range. So yeah, if I was playing Danny Boy for a baritone male, that would be different than an alto belter, and that would be different than a female soprano singing higher. Like, that would be totally different key signatures. And so it's my job to be able to make it sound nice in any of those keys and set up the singer for its success. Same thing if I'm playing with an instrument. If I'm playing, because instruments play in different keys. If I'm playing for a violin soloist, they're playing Danny Boy, that might be a different key signature than what an alto saxophone might play, right? So it's really nice to be able to understand how transposing songs in different keys is a great way to make music accessible and to also practice a song and really understand the DNA of a song. Awesome. Oh, hey, Scarlett, welcome. Awesome. So, okay, now let's get to our first audience coaching. Yay! I love the audience coaching. So again, this is for anyone, all right? So I want you to submit. I still get emails from many of you that say, like, you're right on the edge of doing it, but you're really nervous because you're shy or embarrassed. Don't be shy. We are here to have a lot of fun together and to lift each other up. I'm never going to yell at you for playing a wrong note. I'm going to celebrate you for being at the piano making music. I swear. And I don't care what you're playing. Okay? So, here we go. Our first lottery winner. Drum roll. Where is it? All right. So, our first lottery winner for the audience coaching was, for this week, Les. Les. All right, Les. So I don't know if you are in here. Les submitted this a week or two ago. So once you submit for it, it stays in there, right? It stays in the lottery system, so you don't have to resubmit it each week. All right, so Les sent in a video of himself playing Tammy. Really beautiful classic song. Let me know in the comments, do you know the song Tammy? It's kind of a deep cut, but I love it. And I haven't played Tammy in years, but I used to play it for different things when we would celebrate kind of like old iconic songs from sort of golden age of film. So, Les. So I'm going to bring up my screen here. So I'm going to play the video for you all. And then again, I don't watch the whole videos. And I listen to the first like few seconds of the videos and audios just to make sure the files work. But I want to hear it with you all in real time. And then you'll get my real reaction. And then I'll give my feedback and helpful hints. And remember, all of this stuff can apply to all of you. So I want this to be educational to everyone, not just if you're chosen. Because I promise you, a lot of you are probably working on the same stuff. All right, so here we go. Here is Les playing Tammy. And let me know in the comments, do you know the song Tammy? Here we go. Hey, all right, Les, all right, everyone show some love to Les in the chat. Excellent, thank you for sending that video. So yeah, deep cut. So Tammy, what was the film called? I think it was called Tammy and the Bachelor, I think. Let me know in the comments. It was from the 50s, I believe. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. A lot of great stuff happening in there, Les. Some of the things I really liked, you had a really nice touch on the piano. You had a really nice sense of your... oh, shoot. Hold on. Stand by. Gotta fix... Add the piano audio again. Everyone give a big thumbs down to tech. Hold on. Stay tuned. 1 second. Fixing. There we go. Okay. So, you had a nice sense... You were playing this in E flat? Is that right? Yep. So, you were playing this in E flat. So, you had a really nice sense of the marriage between your hands handling those arpeggios and the melody. Yeah, or I don't know the exact notes you were playing, but it was something very similar to that. So you had a really nice sense of timing with it, and trying to have the chords kind of change on a regular basis, which can be tricky from a pedaling perspective. So you did a nice job in trying to have a steadiness to it, which was really nice. You had a really beautiful sound to it. So my big instinct is to give you something. It's not something to fix, but it's, well, okay. There's two things I want you to try for me. First off, what I love too, and this is why I gave my spiel of when I perform for the members' song dedications during these lives, and I kind of just make up a rendition on the spot for you all. I want you to see it's not going to be perfect. I promise you, Danny boy, I hit some notes and chords that were whoopsie, didn't mean to do that. Right? That's called being human. So I love when you all send stuff in and it's not perfect, right? Towards the last half, you had a few spots less that you had, some what I call speed bumps on, right? Which is going to happen to all of us. So I love that you didn't try to re-record it a million times to perfect it. I love that you sent it in because this is great. So this is going to happen. I don't care what song you're working on. You're going to have moments like a measure or a line or something, or it could be a whole page that just feels like you're kryptonite, right? It happens a lot. It's a great way to, this is going to sound weird, but it's a great way to practice how to practice. Yeah. So a lot of times I'll get messages from people that they're working on a song and they'll ask me how long, quote unquote, should I be practicing each night, Matt? And I always tell them it's not about the number of minutes. It's about how you practice. You can have a fantastic 15-minute practice session, or you can have an hour that you kind of just wasted an hour of your evening, right? It's not about quantity of minutes. It's about the quality of what you're doing. And so one way that happens when we have spots, especially when they're in the middle of a song, of a piece, the best way to practice is to make sure that you isolate it and you focus on that one, like Lego brick, right? The only way to build a cool Lego set is to go brick by brick. So a lot of times people make the mistake, and I'm not saying you do less, I'm just using this as kind of an example, where if we have a section in the middle of a song that we have like some speed bumps in, that we keep just starting from the beginning and just keep playing the song. That happens so many times. Not only is that making everything longer, but you're not really working on it, or you're not really fixing it. You're just going through it. And then you just hope that you play it enough times and it will kind of just work itself out, right? Versus what you want to do is isolate it. So you first want to try the measure, right? So let's say, for example, I was having issue with the rhythm of da, 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 that measure. Well, I wouldn't want to just keep starting from the beginning over and over. I wouldn't keep going. And then I get to it, and then I kind of just stumble through it, and then just keep going, right? Instead, I want to focus on it. I want to take that measure or that line, first focus on it just individually of like that one spot. Break it up like beat by beat. And then once you feel like you have a beat, add what comes before and after it. And do that. And it's like it's a ripple that goes out. When you all practice something and want to work on something, focus on the exact beat or line that's tripping you up, and then slowly work your way out of it. Slowly keep adding something before it and after it. Because everything we play in music is a transition. Except for the very beginning note you play and the very last note you play. Every note that you're going to play in a song, it's coming from something and going towards something. Every note is just a bridge to a new note. Every chord is a bridge to a new chord. And so the way you build a bridge in music is you start at the spot and then you work your way out to build the bridge. So you start like you add the beat and then try what's before it and after it. And then a few beats before it, a few beats after it, a measure before, a measure after it, the whole line before, the whole line after it. Like you build it out as a ripple. And then when you're doing that, you're giving it so much more time and love, and that's how you really actually fix it, versus you just keep playing it through. So that's sort of how, I'm not sure exactly, Les, what in those few measures that were sort of stumbling what tripped you up, if it was the melody or the chord, but that's how I would recommend practicing that spot. Yeah. Now, something I want you to also try, Les, which can be fun because you have such a great sense of these arpeggios and you're playing them at like on the beat as quarter notes, which I think, I can't see exactly what you're looking at, but I think it's written out. So to have some fun with it and try, because they're nice open chords, it was a lot of 1-5-1s, try at times double speeding them, right? So instead of going, that's beautiful. But what if you also at times did this? Yeah, now we have a bit of a flow to it, and now we have even more hand independence because we have left hand making notes that are going twice as fast as the melody, because this melody is a lot of quarter notes. So now we have interesting kind of sound going in and out together. Do you like my dance moves? Yeah. And then what if you really double timed it? What if you, because you're playing the twice as fast, what if each one was twice? Yeah, or whatever it is. But that can be fun because you're not changing, and this is something all of you all can have fun practicing. Sometimes when you want to try to take something up a notch, it's not always about adding more notes. Like notice I didn't tell Les, like now add notes in the right hand and try, I mean, yes, you could do that. You could do that, but what I'm going to have him have fun with is you're going to play the exact same stuff you're already playing, but maybe shake up now how slow or fast it is, right? So because you've learned it in a slow way, what if you double timed it? Right? That can have something interesting. Just like if you had played it at that speed, I would have said, now what if you slowed it down? Right? Because it gives you something to work with. And what if you did that and you played it an octave higher during one of the times? And you add all that beautiful touch. Yeah, it's just a nice way to experiment. So when you're wanting to have a song that you give it an arc, right? When you want it to feel like it moves somewhere, because a lot of you give me really nice compliments of how when I play, I give it that arc, right? I don't play it the exact same way for every second of the thing. This is a fun way to try. So because you have great arpeggios already, play around with the speed. Play it sometimes where it's the speed you're playing them. And then try it where it's fast, but you just do it once. So that means you'll have a bit more time after each one. And then try it where it's double fast, meaning it's fast and you're repeating it twice because you have enough time for it. Like kind of a wave up and down. Right? We're not adding any notes to it. We're just having fun with the rhythm. Yeah? So Les, thank you so much for submitting. I think you can have a lot of fun with that and experiment the different tempos that you give those arpeggios and practice in different octaves. And then you can really start to take what you already have and shape it into really interesting, beautiful movement. And you can start to make an arc out of the song. Yeah, Les? All right. Thank you so much. All right. So that was our first members. Audience coaching, JK. Okay, so let's get back to this. So awesome. Thank you all. Let's see, check in the comments here, and then we will have our second round of it. Yes, I love the love for Les. Yeah, it's very beautiful. Yeah, and Tammy's definitely one. I mean, I wouldn't say it's one of the, it's not a super famous movie song, but it is a beautiful one. And I would say it's semi well known from like a golden age, right? I believe it's from the 50s. from Tammy and the Bachelor, if I remember correctly. Let me know if you've seen that movie. All right, awesome. Scarlett, thank you. I'm glad you like my dance moves. Yes. Awesome. So, great job. Now, any announcements before we have our second round of this? Okay, so I will say tonight I don't have any big announcements. I will have a few big announcements coming your all's way in some future live streams. Some stuff I'm working on that I'm really excited about. Some top secret stuff that I'm working on that when it comes time to tell you all, I'll announce it first in a live stream. It's a new project I'm working on, and it's actually something several of you during live streams have been asking me for, which I'm really excited. So you'll have, that's sort of a tease, but you've got some interesting fun stuff coming up in the coming weeks. But for tonight, my lips are sealed. But tonight, it's all the normal stuff, right? I already talked about memberships. If you want to join the channel as a member, as optional members, to get access to all the member stuff, you can click the big join button below. To submit to the audience coaching that we just did with Les and what we're about to do with our second round of it, fill out the link in the video description below, takes you to the form to fill out and has all the instructions of how to do it. Remember, anyone can participate. So I want you all to submit stuff, okay? And you can submit multiple recordings and audios and videos of yourself, yeah? And if you've already been pulled, because this is our eighth or ninth week we've been doing this now, if you've already gotten chosen, that doesn't mean you can't get chosen again. So submit more, yeah? Also, you'll see in the video description below the link to my website. So just remember, that's where you can get the information about the two big ways right now to have a deeper piano study with me beyond just watching the YouTube videos. You'll get all the information in there about one-on-one piano lessons with me. Every single week, I give several lessons specifically to people from my YouTube audience, you all. Yeah, I purposely make time for you all because I love teaching. You all know I'm a professor. I love teaching in person and doing all the gigs, but I also love connecting with you all. So every week I give several piano lessons, one-on-one virtual, just like this. And my face is on the camera and my hands are here, my keys are lit up and you're on camera and we have a blast. And I help you with whatever goals you have. And I don't care if you're brand new to piano or if you're advanced, whatever you want to focus on, we do. And you can book one lesson, you can book multiple lessons. So the information about piano lessons, one-on-one virtual lessons with me are on my website. I've already had the pleasure and honor of giving several of you all one-on-one lessons, which was so much fun. So I hope to see many of you all again. And then you'll also see on my website information about my course, the Basic to Beautiful course. Literally every single day, I'm getting emails from people who are either just completed the course or are in the middle of it. And they're telling me how much they love it, how much is transformed their piano playing. It's just so heartwarming to hear. And that course was such a labor of love. And I keep calling it a course because technically that's what it is, but really it's way more than a course. It's an entire lifelong program. There is so much stuff in there. So if you want information about what that is, all the stuff that's in there and what that looks like, and that's online, but it's self-guided. So you get to go through it on your own time. And if you have questions about that, you can always email me to ask any questions about any of this stuff. But you can check out the link to my website in the video description below to get information about the one-on-one piano lessons or my course. Yeah? Let's see. Oh, and also I can go ahead and give you a heads up what's coming your way in YouTube land. So yesterday, if you all got to see that video, I gave a video on kind of the beautiful touch that I teach a lot. I kind of gave a running checklist of that, how you can start to really focus on that on your own. Tomorrow, I'm going to be posting a video on piano rock pattern. How can you take chords and give it a fun rock sound? And I show it at different levels, beginner, intermediate, advanced. Friday, I'm publishing a video that several of you asked me, which is... right? Like I opened all of my videos lately with that, a fun little nice piano riff. So many of you in the comment sections and in emails have said, Matt, what in the world are you playing? Can you please teach me how to play it? And I heard you, so I recorded that video. So that's coming Friday. I break down what it is. How can you play that opening lick? What it is, why it sounds nice. So I give you a little bit of theory about it and how you can play it at different levels again. So many of you have been asking for that because how many times have you seen me go... And so many of you have asked me to teach how to play it. So finally, That's coming. So that's coming on Friday. And then Saturday, our members video. Every Saturday, I release the members video. You all are getting a fun one. You're getting Chariots of Fire, a really iconic film theme that I get asked to play a lot on piano, which is really kind of interesting. Chariots of Fire. It's the... And in that video, I show you how to play it different ways and give you some fun tips. So the members videos, we always have fun. I'm always trying to shake it up with you all. Sometimes you get a nice, beautiful ballad. Sometimes you get a film score. Sometimes you get jazz songs. Sometimes you get a pop song. Sometimes you get something upbeat. You never know what's coming, all right? So it's a lot of fun. So that is what you can look forward to the rest of the week, all right? So here we go. Now we are going to have our last round of the song and the audience coaching, all right? So thank you all for sticking with me, all right? So as I said, when we were having the earlier in the live stream, I played Danny Boy for you all because that was something you all requested. Many of you messaged me and requested I play that for our St. Patrick's Day. And then the Wild Mountain Thyme song that I posted a YouTube about I think it was a couple of weeks ago. So many of you had said that you hadn't heard it before, but you loved it. And like, you were so excited to play it and learn how to play it because it is a beautiful song. So that's another one that I'm going to play for you, right? For St. Patrick's Day. So it's not nearly as famous as Danny Boy in terms of like global popularity, but it's just as beautiful. I even think it's even more beautiful. That's just my personal opinion. I love Wild Mountain Thyme. It's a Scottish and Irish traditional song, folk tune. So we're going to be playing that. All right, so I'm going to play that for you as well. And again, look for all the things I'm trying, right? This is always teachable. So even when I play for you all, it's not just to, dazzle you, right? It's always, I'm trying to show you in real time, practice what I preach, try to catch what I'm doing. Because remember, I told you that I'm always trying to give you all arcs within the song so you can see all the different ways you can play a song, right? So Wild Mountain Thyme is just a beautiful, very simple melody and a handful of chords. But what are all the different ways you can play it? Yeah? All right, so here we go. So Wild Mountain Thyme, let me make sure the piano's working. Great. Okay, so let me know in the comments about this song. Have you tried playing it? Did you watch my video about it? Did you try playing it? Had you heard of Wild Mountain Thyme before that video? And if so, do you also agree with me that it's a gorgeous, beautiful song? I hope you do. I'll fight you if you don't. Okay, here we go. Here is Wild Mountain Thyme. And I'll go ahead and tell you all, because you all always ask about key signatures. This one I will play in the key signature I believe I made the video on, which was F major. So this one I will play it in that key signature. All right, here we go. I'm going to mute my mic as I play and let me know in the chats as I'm playing. Did you know Wild Mountain Thyme? Do you like it? And have you tried playing it before? Here we go. All right. So that was Wild Mountain Time. All right. My own version of it. So I hope you all liked it. All right. Wild Mountain Time. Beautiful, beautiful song. I think it's just as beautiful as Danny Boy. Danny Boy is the more famous one. But Wild Mountain Time, love it so much. It's one of my all-time favorite like traditional folk songs from around the world. So that's why I made that video a few weeks ago. So if you didn't check out that video, check it out, because I made a video a few weeks ago how to play that song. I give you all a free lead sheet. I teach you how to play it at a beginner level, intermediate level, advanced level. It's just such a beautiful song, right? I love it. I love playing it. All right, let me check back in with the comments here. I'm eager to see if any of you all if you knew the song before I posted the video, or if you've tried playing it before. All right, let's see. Always great music on Tuesday nights. Thanks, Matt. Oh, I appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. Brian says, absolutely beautiful song. Thank you. Pat says, I love Wild Mountain Time and learned to play beginner version since you posted the video. Beautiful. Excellent. Yes, that's another example of, yes, you can play all of the stuff. It's also beautiful just to go. Yeah, so beautiful. So check out that video, because I was excited to post that for you all, because I just love that song so much. Even if it's not like super duper famous, it's just so beautiful, right? Williams as the opening credits roll. That's classic. It does kind of sound like that. Gary says, I had not heard of Wild Mountain Time before you introduced it to us, but I'm really enjoying it now. Great. Excellent. Love it. Love it. So now it's a great pair with Danny Boy. That's why I kind of made both videos sort of close-ish together within like a week of each other, just in time for St. Patrick's Day. But also, after St. Patrick's Day, please keep playing the songs. They're beautiful, right? I will never get tired of playing Wild Mountain Time or Danny Boy. I don't care if it's, a holiday or not. Barbara says, very pretty indeed. I appreciate it. Pat says, so lovely, and you add so much more beauty to the already beautiful tune. I appreciate that. That's what I'm always trying to show you all, that as a piano player, whatever level you're at, you can use notes and beautiful touch to enhance anything and make it beautiful and make it feel like you are making the song your own. That's always my goal. I want you all to feel like when you sit down and play a song you love, it's coming from you, right? Whether you're playing it by memory, improvising it, playing from a lead sheet, playing from full sheet music, I want you, when you play it, to feel like you are creating the music. Not that you're writing the music because someone else wrote it, but you're creating it and making it feel like it has your own personal touch, right? And that's what I want for you all, because that's where the joy comes in. That's where the beauty comes in, right? I love that feeling, and I want you all to have that feeling at the piano. It's so much more than just pushing fingers down on keys. That's why you'll notice like a trend of mine, right? How many times in my YouTube videos am I preaching, don't play like a computer, play like a human, right? In my one-on-one piano lessons I give, so much of what I work on with people is, here's how you're playing the song now. Now let's really add a lot of humanity to it, right? And a lot of times it's just little subtle changes that can make a world of difference. Maybe it's just adding a fill here, changing the octave, changing the rhythm, changing the touch of it, changing the pedaling. And when you add that stuff together, it's great. So much of my course is focused on let me teach you things that then equal beauty, right? Because beauty is at any level, right? You can play anything on the piano in a beautiful way if you just apply the things, right? And you just approach it like a human being with a beating heart. That's what I want. You're not a soulless computer. You are a human with a heart and a soul and an imagination. And I want that to come through your fingertips, whatever level you're at. Diane says, everything you play transforms into a beautiful song under your fingertips. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for I see all the claps. Thank you. I appreciate it. Charles says, if your course teaches me how to play like this and be able to fill out the melody line like this, sign me up. My course does focus on a lot of this stuff. Yeah, anything I ever teach you all, even from like a theory perspective, whether it's in my course, in my lessons, in my videos, I always try hard for you to realize, but what's the point of this, right? So even like in the course, the setup is a lot of the first half of the course, like the first big chunk of modules is laying a lot of foundation of, here's how to approach these notes and piano and pedaling and chords and rhythms and stuff like that. In the last half, I show you now, we just have all these cool ingredients. Now let's really make something out of them and like turn them into something beautiful. So, but that's why in the course I spend so much time building it, because it goes in order in a very purposeful way, right? Which can help and be beneficial if it's hard for you sometimes to just watch a sea of endless YouTube videos that kind of feel like you're plucking them out of nowhere, right? I love the YouTube videos, but it's a different type of beast versus having a program that's organized for you. Okay, Sharon says, not familiar with the song, but lovely melody. Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful. And I'll say this too. I was not familiar with the song until maybe like 7-8 years ago. So it's relatively newish to me. I didn't know this song, my whole life. And then when I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Why have I not been playing this my whole life? Why was this not the first song I learned at piano? Okay, awesome. Oh, Brian says the course is great. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I get literally every day, I get so many heartwarming messages from people who are telling me how much they love the course, which literally means the world to me because it was such a labor of love to build. Okay, so let's get to our last audience coaching. All right, so drum roll, the lottery chose for the audience coaching our second person. It was, let me pull it up. Who was the winner? It was Sherry. Sherry, if you're still in here, the lottery chose you. All right. So Sherry sent in a video of herself improvising, which I love, doing some improv. And again, so it can be anything that you're playing. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, we had a few people submit in recordings of them playing songs they wrote, right? So any of this stuff, it can be recordings of you playing a real song. It could be you trying to write something on piano. It could be you just sort of improvising. So all of it's wonderful. So yes, Sherry, you're here. Great. All right, you got chosen, my friend. All right. So I'm going to change the screens here. Get back to this. All right, so we're going to watch Sherry's video, and then we're going to talk about it. All right, so here we go. Here is Sherry. Hey! All right, Sherry. Everyone show some love to Sherry. Give her a big round of applause. Beautiful, beautiful. I love it. So yes, I caught what you were doing. I love all those 1, 5, 8, 2, 3s that I've taught before. Oh, I love it. I love it. Some of my favorite arpeggios. So, sure. I love that you sent in something that was just you trying a different tactic, different improv. Again, so that's great. Like, send that my way, right? It doesn't have to be a real, like a quote unquote real song or a full song. So what I loved, so many great things about it. You had a really nice effortless sort of journeying through those arpeggios. So if you don't know, the arpeggios that Sherry was playing, I'm assuming you maybe got them from me or from different videos, because one of my favorite arpeggios that I show a lot in songs and in my members videos when we're looking at real songs is if you're ready to kind of up the ante on chords and you want to, so there's sort of different levels. I usually show first, like, okay, we go from a basic block chord. So like one of the chords you were playing was F major. Block chord is just playing the basic chord, 1, 3, 5, or bottom, middle, top. And then a new level is take that to an open chord, which we call a 1, 5, 8, which we saw with Les. So these are nice that they kind of go well together. That was random, but it works great. Then a new step up from that is a 1, 5, 8, and then you keep going. And technically you can call it 9, 10 if this is 8, but really it's easier to think of it as 2, 3. You're just keep going. So for example, in an F major chord, F, A, C, bottom, middle, top, 1, 3, 5, the 2 note is a G. So 2 and 3 would be G and A. Now, I'll also give a little plug too. If you have, most of you probably already have my Ultimate Intro Guide to Piano, my free big download. It's like 40-page booklet at this point, 40 pages at this point, that I give to you all for free. And I literally just made it for you all for YouTube. I don't even give that to my students that I teach in person at the university. I literally made it just for you all, so shh, don't tell them, right? But it's so much information in there. And part of it is there's a chart that I show what all the added 2 notes are. So if you ever need help of finding like what are the added 2 notes, I've done that work for you. But so notice how now we took F, A, C, and now we have F, C, F, G, A. That's what Sherry was doing. So Sherry had all these wonderful arpeggios. So Sherry was doing, if I remember correctly, you had F major. Or no, I think you started on A minor. And then F. And then C. And then G. Excellent, excellent. Now, and so you had a really nice touch. You had a great pedaling in order to make that smooth, because those are longer arpeggios and longer journeys. So all of these are wonderful for all of you to practice. And you were trying to improvise melody and what notes in the right hand can go with that. So Sherry, here's something I'm going to now give you that I think you'll really enjoy, because now I don't want to level up your left hand. Your left hand is already doing these fantastic, beautiful elongated arpeggios, the 1, 5, 8, 9, 10, or 1, 5, 8, 2, 3. So I want to give you a bit of stuff to try improvising with on the right hand. All right. So I think if I was listening and could see the screen carefully, there were some times that you were adding like a note with the melody note, like trying to play 2 notes in the right hand, which is great. And then sometimes it was single melody. Now, I want you to try, because your arpeggios on the left hand are emphasizing how beautiful the added 2 note is on chords. I want you to now improvise that with the right hand. So for example, if you're playing the C major arpeggio, instead of having just a note from the chord, try what if you had like D, E, G. Or C, D, G. A lot of ways to practice having chords in your right hand, because eventually you do want to, all of you want to get more comfortable with your right hand also playing chords, because what we turn into, and this is something I also teach a lot in the course, once you start to have a melody and you want to turn it into something and you want to flesh it out, what happens is you turn the right hand into a chord machine, because we often think of the left hand as the chord machine, but really eventually we want to build up to the right hand is the chord machine, and it just so happens the melody note is on top. But that's sort of a journey we have to get you for it. So since you're comfortable having these one note melodic improv, Sherry, now having stuff like this where it'll help you, it can really help you try to improvise how to add chords in interesting ways in the right hand, because you have movement in the left hand. So, for example, hold on. Gosh, I love tech. Hold on. Let's get this back. Hold on. I'm going to switch back to the screen for a second. There we go. All right, and then let me fix the audio. I'll be right back, Sherry. Boo tech. All right, and boom. Okay, here we go. All right, so Sherry, try this. for your C major chords, instead of playing C, E, G in the right hand, either play C, D, G or D, E, G. So you're leaving out one of you're using the 2 note, the D, as replacing either the middle note or replacing the bottom note. And then use it as sort of like a nice little ripple, what I call a chord fall, which I've talked about in recent videos. Because you have movement in the left hand, it'll give you something interesting to try in the right hand. And then apply that same philosophy to each chord. So in the A minor chord, have the 2 replace either the middle note, so that would be A, B, E, or have the 2 replace the bottom note, so B, C, E. Same thing for the F major. Because now you have notes to work with to do interesting stuff with and improvise chord and kind of melody and rhythm. So if I was just sort of jamming on them, stuff like it opens up more of a palette for you to try because you already have a great hold. You have a great hold already on the arpeggios and in what notes are in the chord with what you were practicing the 1-note melody, improvising. So now level up. It's a fun way to try it. Yeah. And you can really be as beautiful and simplistic as you want, but it just gives you more notes to work with and to try to come up with stuff and come up with a pattern and then try it, right? If you come up with a pattern of, all right, so I did 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Great. Then whatever pattern you come up with, apply that to all the chords. And then come up with another pattern. Let's say I want to have like chimes. So I have the 1 and the 2. Yeah, you can do a lot with a little. So when the notes we're adding, they added 2, you already know them because you've added them in the left hand. So that's why now it's a chance to up the right hand with it because you already established it in the left hand. So because the 2 is part of these beautiful elongated rising arpeggios, now let's emphasize the 2 with the right hand with different melodies or like little chord accents. And you can have so much fun just doing that and just looping the chords over and over. And it opens more of a world with your right hand. So now both hands are playing really beautiful things that contrast with each other, but they complement each other. And together they create a full sound. And you can try that so many different ways, right? You can try it up here in this octave. You can get crazy with it. Yeah, you can get as simplistic or as complicated as you want because you have the same building blocks. So both hands are working with the same building blocks. So if here are the notes of the chord, we've added that magic 2 note. Now what can I do with it? It's like a whole buffet is in front of you and you get to just pick and choose what you want to add. Yeah, Sherry? So have fun with that. And you're so ready for that because your left hand is super confident. Those arpeggios are not easy to do. So be really proud of yourself. And what you were playing in the right hand worked great. So now we're just going to take it up a notch, all right? Just to have fun and have fun with this. Just come up with interesting ideas and just keep looping it because it's a gorgeous chord progression to loop that on as well. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Sherry. Thanks for sending that in. All right. Let me check back in here with the chats here. Yes, yes, so much love for Sherry. Excellent, right? Don't be scared, okay? Don't be nervous. Submit stuff. I want you all to submit stuff, right? I love doing this every week. So remember, once you submit something, if your name doesn't get drawn, it's fine. It will stay there. I promise you, if you submit something, you're going to get drawn eventually. I promise. All right? If you've already been drawn, submit it again. Or if you want to submit multiple things, totally fine. Some of you have submitted 4 or 5 different stuff, which is great. So if your name is drawn and you have multiple, then I'll just randomly choose one. Yeah. So, or I'll make sure I choose one that seems sort of like a nice pairing with the other one, or, I'll be smart about which one I choose. Yeah. All right. Yes. So much love for Sherry. I loved it. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent. Let's see here. Piano with Melanie complements math teachings perfectly, and they both encourage us to play beautifully. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Excellent, excellent. I'm not sure if I know Melanie, but great. Yeah. Trust me, I know I'm not the only person out here, right, doing this on YouTube. So please, find your people, right? Find your community, find your tribe, find the people you love to learn from. All right. So, you don't have to just watch my stuff. Hopefully you like my stuff, but yeah. I want the world to be big enough for all of us. All right. I'm not in competition with other people. That's silly. I don't have that type of heart. Let's see. Hold on. I'm catching up on the chat here. Sherry says, I'll have to listen back to this later because I'm missing his instructions. No worries. That's the great thing about the lives. The lives instantly get saved on YouTube as a replay the second that it stops being a live. So yeah, so you get to save them just like anything else. Awesome. I love all the love. Excellent. Sky says, funny, my falls are by accident because some of my fingers got behind. Now I can call them falls. Listen, when you make a mistake, own it and just turn it into something. I will purposely do that. If I accidentally hit a wrong note or hit a note that wasn't part of the melody, instead of making it obvious it was a mistake, I'll just run with it, act like it was on purpose, and then I'll do it again just to emphasize that that's what I wanted to do. I totally meant to do that, right? If I hit a weird chord during a song, if I had hit a weird chord during Danny Boy, then I would purposely hit that weird chord again to make it look like I totally did that on purpose. That's what I wanted to do, right? I'm just giving you all an interesting sound, right? No one has to know if you make a mistake or not. That's just between you yourself, me, myself, and I. Yep. Awesome. Yes, the chords were A minor, F, C, G. Great chord progression. Excellent. Love it. Yes. Okay, so thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Again, last reminders, if you want to be part of these song requests for the members, you can click the big join button below. As soon as you join the channel as a member, you get instant access to not just the video this week, but the whole library of members' videos. And there are months and months worth. So I promise you, membership, it's an incredible deal. What you get for a few bucks a month, you get a whole library of videos. And each one, I break down a popular song. I give you the lead sheet. I break down how to play it in different ways. A lot of fun. And you get to have access to those forever, as long as you're a member. And you get to partake in the member song request, which I love. It's one of my favorite parts of the week. I love playing songs that you all love, that mean something to you, because that means something to me to get to share that with you and help bring that type of joy and light to your week. And remember, audience coaching, anyone can participate, okay? I promise you, that's not just for members. So send in the video or the audio, okay? You don't have to show your face if you're nervous, and I don't even have to say your actual name if you don't want it to be. In the link in the video box below, you'll see the link to the instructions for it, and in it, I show you how, you don't have to show your face. You can have a video without your face or just an audio. If you don't want me to say your real name, you can just give me a nickname to give you, right? So even if you're really shy, you can still participate, okay? You don't have to say your name. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. I totally get it, okay? We are just here to be supportive and build up an incredible piano community together. Yeah, that's what we are all here for. And you can see now everyone is so supportive. This family we have built together, this community and this channel is incredible. All right, it's so full of love and joy. So I promise you, we will never make fun of you. We are here to support you, and we are here to celebrate every little thing you're doing. Because even if you today can only play Mary Had a Little Lamb, well, there was a day before today that you couldn't play Mary Had a Little Lamb. So that should be celebrated. All right, I am here to bring joy, laughter, celebration, and growth. Okay, that's how we get inspired and how we inspire each other. So I want you to participate. Okay, so check out all the links in the box below. Also, if you like this, make sure you click a like. Click that little like button down below. I appreciate it. Make sure you check out the videos that coming your way. So tomorrow's video will be a public video for everyone. Friday will be a public video for everyone. And then Saturday will be just for the members. All right. So, but as soon as you join, you get instant access to all that stuff. And again, my website, if you want information about my course or about the one-on-one lessons, you'll get all the information about that on my website, matthodgemusic.com. The link is below. And you can also email me if you have any questions about it. All right, let me check in here with the last minute chats. Awesome. Scarlett says, thank you, Matt. Really enjoyed it as usual. I appreciate that, Scarlett. Good advice and instruction, Matt. Also not sure if you saw the above, Matt, as the chat moves pretty quickly. Could you do something on modes and improv? Oh, sorry, I missed that. Yeah, sometimes the chat is hard for me to see all the messages. Could I do something on modes and improv? Oh, interesting. Sure, yeah, I'll add it to my list. Anytime you all suggest stuff, I have these big documents that I just keep track of what topics you all have thrown out. So many of my YouTube videos or stuff I talk about comes from you all. Like it was, somewhat, enough people suggested that. So yeah, absolutely. Especially improv. But yeah, we can talk about modes too. Yeah, anytime you all have an idea of, oh, Matt, could you ever talk about this? Happy to. I'll either make, think about it for a video or maybe like something for a live stream. Yeah, happy to. Excellent. So thank you for the ideas. Sky says, thank you as always. Great job, Matt. Oh, I appreciate it. Sharon says, always enjoy these weekly live sessions. Me too. Listen, I hate it when I can't go live with you all, when there's weeks that I have to be out of town. I hate it. I love the lives. It's truly like the highlight of my week. And I never take it for granted. I know that I'm asking you all to like hang out with me for, usually they last about an hour and a half, 7 to 8:30 Eastern time. I get everyone has lives, so I appreciate it. And hopefully, even if you can't actively listen, I love if you still just turn it on and just kind of enjoy us all in the background. Or you can catch the replay later, because I know a lot of you also live in a different time zone. Over the ocean. I know it's very late at night for you all. So I love when you all watch the replays too. Excellent. Don says, thanks, Matt. An uplifting, informative session. I appreciate that. Tim says, thanks, Matt. Have a good one. I appreciate that, Tim. Yes, I see. You're welcome, Chuck. You're welcome, Barbara, Scarlett. Yes, I'm starting to see all the good nights. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. I've held you hostage long enough. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll have a live stream next Tuesday night. All right. So remember to submit stuff if you want to participate in the audience coaching, which I hope all of you will. All right. Email me if you have any questions. Click the join button if you're interested in the channel membership, and then check out my website for information about the piano course and the piano lessons, and check out my videos coming your way tomorrow, Friday, and then a members one on Saturday. All right. Hope everyone has a wonderful St. Patrick's Day. I know it's probably towards the end of the holiday, but wear your green. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight to you all. Thank you all for the hearts. Diane says, thank you, Matt, for another great Tuesday night at the Hodge. I love it. I appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying your drink as much as I always bring my coffee or cocoa here. All right. So thank you all so much. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight, shut down the broadcast, and I'll see you all together live next Tuesday night. All right, everyone. Bye.